me, Leslie Dyatt, myself, Peyton Warren is on Zoom, Elizabeth Bunker, and Marjorie Stratton. Number 2, appoint vice chair. And I would make a motion that we appoint Leslie Dyer to that.
Second.
All in favor? Thank you. Number 3, approve agenda.
Second, or so moved.
Second.
Sorry.
All in favor?
I don't know.
I sent her an email yesterday and she never got back to me. That was kind of strange. Number 4, minutes. Approve the minutes from the January 27, 2026 regular Board of Selectmen's meeting and from the February 5th, 2026 budget workshop.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Oh, I have to abstain from
Oh,
the
you
January
from
27th meeting.
Right.
But I vote in favor of
Okay.
the February 5th.
Okay. So 4, 1, and
401500.
no, was Peyton at the budget?
Yes.
Yes.
The 27th.
He was on.
He was
The vote?
here, oh, here you are, hi. Peyton was here for the budget workshop,
Okay, so 5,
and you were here for the January 27 meeting, Peyton? No, you were here,
okay, so it's 401 and 50. Okay.
Okay. Number 5, approve and sign treasurer's warrants, number 33.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Number 5, Marjorie, communications.
I don't have anything. Is that number 6? Oh,
Yep.
Never mind.
Okay. Number 7, speakers from the floor, and you are on the agenda, so you can, you will be under new business.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks. Number 8, committee and departmental reports and appointments. 8A, downtown project. No, I do not see Gabe.
I just texted her. She was coming.
She's
I don't know if
gonna-
We want to move on.
Yeah. We'll move on to B, public works. Was there anything under public works?
There's the updated paving proposal, or estimate, Millie's estimate.
She wanted to me to talk briefly about the Gallimander and
Yep.
how the posts, the roof posts are deteriorating and something needs to be done about it. What we were talking about is what the scope of the project should be, whether it should just be that roof, or should we move ahead and put some sort of pad underneath it? I guess there was a recommendation in the past to lift it up a little bit and put either a chip or,
Crushed rock.
stone, crushed rock pad or concrete. But I mean, there's money in that historic Down Street reserve to do something, but I'm not really quite sure how to approach it. I mean, do we put the project out to bid, or, I mean, we do have the study that was done in 2019 from the
Right.
historic, what do they call
What
it?
was that woman's name?
Head Tide Archaeological Conservation Laboratory, and they made some recommendations. Anyway, do you have any thoughts on that, or how to approach the
Do you have
project?
that contact info for that woman?
Yeah, I
I
have
can't
the-
remember her name.
Well, I have the report.
What's in the reserve currently?
I think it was 60,000 something. I can go get that.
Have you guys expended money for for the bandstand or anything like that the last couple of years?
The,
or-
Celebration Committee did all donations for the
Okay.
bandstand.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
So maybe we should
But-
get an estimate for a pad.
I think,
and-
I would personally like to get in touch with the woman that did the original work, if Marjorie can,
Okay.
and see what she recommends, because concrete would still have water on it, if it was crushed rock, it would drain out. So I don't know what she would recommend. That would be what I would think,
That's a good thought.
What's it on now?
just on these.
Yeah, there were recommendations in the report.
The Gallimander
That-
itself.
Oh,
that
if they put it up on jacks.
Jack post.
Okay,
See
all
there?
right, yeah,
To get the wheels up off the ground some,
Right.
but she highly recommended that we put it in a, covered building, but not having a space.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I remember that recommendation, when we agreed, what covered building is that? Yeah,
Right.
Well, turn what it's in into a covered building.
or, yeah,
What's that, Tom?
Turn what it's in into a building, covered building.
What
Or a
was her
floor
name?
pad, put some walls up, put some windows in it.
insulate it,
Yeah.
lightly.
Don't need insulated, the lights.
it wouldn't fit in the old fire hall.
No.
You
Old
might not make
Ruben's
it
still
down
in
there.
There's a
Or,
ladder.
yeah, it might, yeah, but,
I mean, it might not make it anywhere,
Right.
even if they try to.
Old
work
Fire
on
Hall has
stuff.
a ladder truck in Old Ruben.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Molly O'Guinness, Carlson.
yeah.
I remember the Molly part. Do you think that you would want to get in touch with her, Marjorie?
Sure.
Okay.
There's a treatment
They-
proposal.
I mean, they did that winter prep, what, a couple of years in a row, right? Where they wrapped the Typar
Oh,
around it and had the
Yes.
little windows or whatever for moisture, but I don't think that was a
it's not gonna
very
do anything
good
coming
idea.
underneath.
Yeah, I think moisture stayed inside as much as if it was
Yeah, I mean, realistically, it should be,
in a
the
building.
best case scenario would be to turn that into a building.
Yeah. So, in 2020 and forward, it was to fundraise to move the Galman indoors. Well, that's a great thought if we had a place for it.
We had indoors to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
I think
pretty
I'd be interested in a couple different proposals. One, just doing something to the ground, and in a perfect world, yeah, enclosing this structure.
Yeah,
Just, I mean, I have a feeling will,
You mean like put it out for
request for information,
advertise?
yeah,
Advertise for proposals?
Yeah,
to do what?
well, I've seen a couple different options. One, let's just see about putting something on the ground.
That's why I
And
would
then-
like to have Molly tell us what she would recommend.
And then, I'm sure her recommendation is still for it to be enclosed.
Right.
Let's see what it would take to enclose this. I have a feeling we'll see the price tag and not be very fond of it, but at least we'll know where we're at.
And the biggest expense would be pouring a pad.
Yeah,
The rest of it is,
yeah.
Yeah.
replacing the posts that are there is not a big deal.
I wrote my agenda.
Putting some windows in so people can view it.
Or plexiglass or,
Where'd I go then?
yeah.
I don't know if you need a formal motion on that, but that's just.
The agenda?
Oh, there it is. I knew it was there somewhere. Okay, moving on. Anything, unless anybody has anything more they want to add?
Do we want to talk about the paving, or do we want to wait?
Go back to downtown.
Yeah, downtown.
No, he's not here.
Gabe. Hi.
Hi, sorry I was late. Yeah, so updates. Let's see. So Brent was out last week, and two of our main focuses were the parking lots, just the final plans for the parking lots, and discussing ensuring we have funds for the parking lot. So we spoke about a schedule, and so the advertising for the parking lots is actually going to happen tomorrow, which puts our bid opening date on March 18th. So at that time, we should know, what what they're going to cost us in terms of the bids that come in. If the cost is over what what we have, which, we are sort of anticipating that to happen. We are simultaneously working on a grant that is for up to $2 million. That actually really aligns very well with with the parking lots project. So that's something we're working on right now. So hopefully there will be an option for additional funding if those bids come in high. Um, so again, the bid opening for the parking lots would be the 18th of March, and that will be advertised. Woodard and Kern will advertise that, as well as us doing local advertising, which means website announcement, wind, and then we usually put it in the Midcoast Villager. So that's parking lots. The other thing we discussed on Tuesday when Brent was out was just the fact that we have this EPA funding, which we use for what we're calling phase 3, and we haven't designed that yet. So we're talking about what's in that is drainage and sewer extension, and also we can accomplish additional components of either the climate adaptation plan for the sewer or components of the sewer's fiscal sustainability plan. So we're in the process of sort of putting together a detailed sort of scope of what we think that funding will be used for, sort of meeting those criteria, so we can actually design the project and put that out to bid. The other thing we discussed was the water district building. As you all recall, that was put out to bid. It was last year, came in way over what we anticipated, so we rejected that bid. Have had a lot of conversations about how to not scope it, but make changes that more align with what that building's actually going to be used for. Find ways to cut some costs without um, uh, compromising the building structure and use. So that's something Woodard and Kern is working on, is sort of putting something together, a sort of revised um, bid package for that, based on a modified, I would say the design necessarily modified, but some components of the design would be modified to try to bring costs down. So we can actually try to put that back out to bid as well. And then the other pieces, I think boat ramps, as far as we know, still hopefully going to see that. I think I'd say, I don't know if it's like late this month or early March. And then stormwater water, we're still anticipating. It sounds like from the latest update today that JBI is hopefully thinking the first or second week of March to start those projects. So we will definitely be continuing to put ads in the wind and keep folks posted. And especially with the boat ramps, we'll make sure we have ads at the Friend as well. So folks who may not necessarily visit the regular channels that we advertise on, maybe they'll see a sign at the Friend. And so we just want to make sure, fishermen are aware of that boat ramp reconstruction schedule. So I don't know, Marjorie, if I'm missing things, or Pam.
I just wanted to mention that, there's always a bit of misinformation out there about the project, and I would encourage people, if they have questions, to come in and ask me. And I'll, try to answer your questions to the best of my ability. We also have a project map now here at the town office. It's, and we're gonna be putting one up, so it's just here in the meeting room, if you wanna come and look at that. And there's gonna be one, a duplicate of that map down in the Star of Hope window. So please, if you have questions, you can also attend the community meeting that we have. It's the last Wednesday of the month at 5:00 p.m. You can log on, or you can come here and attend and ask any kind of questions. We have the engineers and people from the water district on those meetings. So please please ask questions, and we're happy to try to help you understand what the project is.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Marjorie.
Marjorie.
Gabe, will both boat ramps be worked on at the same time, or will it, so
No,
Fishman will have a ramp
yeah,
available?
yeah.
Okay.
And what our goal is to have the fish plant ramp done first. So that's just done and out of the way so people can launch without time conflict. The way the permitting works is he has to be finished by April 16th, I think. Just because he can't work in that area past April 16th. Just permitting regulations require that the work be done before then. Um, so, but regardless, we want to put the commercial ramp before the downtown ramp. I mean, I know people use both, but it's, seems like the fish plant ramp is what most people use.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, plus you want to be as much out of the way for when people start setting traps. It always strikes me funny though when we say the fish plant ramp, like what fish plant?
Sorry, should I not call it the fish plant? I always call it the.
No, it's fine because we all know
been
Okay.
what it is, but it just strikes me funny because,
There's
you know,
no fish plant
there's no
there.
fish plant
Yeah,
anymore.
okay. Yeah, sometimes
you're
I say
fine.
the commercial lot, fish plant lot.
No, you're
Depends on who I'm
fine.
talking to.
I just was thinking in my head, oh, that's
Be
kind
the
of,
power plant ramp.
Yeah.
the power
Let's
plant.
really go back.
Well, we know where the
Before
old Port Authority ramp was, don't we, Gabe?
Wait, the town office was down there too, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Town clerk's office.
in the Port Authority building, yeah. Okay, anyway, not to make light of anything, because Gabe, especially, and Marjorie, been working on this for so long. It's been, COVID and all kinds of interfering things. So anyway, we'll move on to Public Works. Sue is not coming tonight because she's waiting for the snow. And we don't have anything to discuss if she's not here, or do we?
Well, she gave us that paving proposal, but it's not new. I mean,
the
we've
same
had
one,
that, and we'll be
right.
discussing things like that under our
budget.
budgeting for capital projects.
Yep, okay. 9, old business, none. 10, new business. And Buzz Scott is here to talk about your business and what you're doing. And were you able to,
I was not, I have to apologize. Who's Elizabeth? Sorry about that. My computer broke, it shut down big time. So I didn't get a chance to send that off, and I apologize. But when it is done, I will bring it by and make sure that everybody can see the
yeah,
video.
absolutely.
So basically, should I?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. My name's Buzz Scott, and I'm the founder and I guess chief cook and bottle washer at Oceans Wide. And we started a program teaching kids how to explore the ocean using scuba and ROVs, remotely operated vehicles, unmanned submarines, basically, remotely operated submarines. And when they went down, they were seeing all kinds of ghost traps on the bottom, and gave me this look and said, you've got to do something about it. So we started down in Gouldsboro, and we've processed 12,000, 14,000 traps now down in Gouldsboro. And we got another grant, and they wanted us to set up a few more sites. And I grew up on Matinicus, fished there for a while, fished over here for a little bit, and then so I thought, well, why not go to Vinalhaven? It's one of the 3 big ports, harbors for fishing, and they might have a trap issue. And so I came out, and we did a little diving last summer. You might remember we were down by the fish plant ramp, processing all that gear. We processed 404 traps in 5 weeks, and offloaded that to the mainland and had that recycled. We appreciate all your help making it possible for us to do that down at the down to Wharf. Then we had the grant, and they wanted us to spend that down. So we said, well, why don't we go out and see if there are any land-based traps on Vinalhaven? And we came out, we talked to about 10 people, and I think we got 5,900 traps volunteered to us. Frankie Thompson gave us the ice wharf to do the processing on, and in the last 3 days, we've done 485 traps. So in the 5 weeks that we were here diving, we got 404. In the last 3 days, we got 485. We're gonna work on some of Donna Carter's traps next. We just brought a trailer load full down from there. And it looks like we could stay here for a good long time, if not indefinitely, and clean up the traps on the island, and then start, at the same time, I guess, we would work on the traps that are in the water. We were hooking up traps every 2 minutes. Our divers were hooking up traps every 2 minutes when we were diving out around Potato Island and down the reach and out around. So there are plenty of them out there for us to pick up, and you know all about that. So we're going to stay here until we've got it cleaned up. And what I'd like to do is figure out, we're doing before and after and doing a little bit of collection of data so that we know what benefit this brings. And if, you know, we're cleaning up the island, that just keeps the traps from leaching plastic into the ground, and the PVC and the polyethylene and the polypropylene and all that stuff is, you know, it's not good for it to go into the ground because it eventually makes its way down to the groundwater, and we don't want that. But the traps on the bottom of the ocean, we want to see if that improves the fishing in any way. Don't know. We haven't done it before, so I mean, I remember when we catch flounder in 10 fathom water and in the harbor. I don't know if you guys did that here, but we did it on Matinicus, and we cleaned up a little bit on around Matinicus, and it seems like things are coming back. The flounder are back in the harbor a little bit, so I'm real positive about what potential this has, and I'm really stoked about the support that we've gotten so far. I mean, everybody I've talked to is in support of what we're trying to do, and if there are people that have traps and they want to get rid of them, please reach out to us. You can reach out to me. I'll give you my number, and you can post it if you'd like. It's 207-620-6037. It works really well here on the island.
6037?
You have
6037.
cards that you can leave on the
I sure do, yeah. Yeah.
desk out there.
Yeah, I can leave cards. But today, I mean, we had at least 12 people, if not 15 or 18, working on the traps, and another 5 or 6 that just stopped by to see what was going on. So there is a lot of interest. Yeah, and so that's what we do. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I have a project for you.
Oh, boy. I'll take it.
Are you involved in any way with the Gulf of Maine lobster trap? They've got.
Lobster
those-
Foundation.
The foundation, sorry, yes.
We're in a partnership in a grant that but they're doing their own thing,
Yeah.
and we're doing our own thing.
Yeah, I didn't know if everybody was trying to get together or how that worked.
Yeah.
The reason I asked, there was a short article in the Landings
Yes.
newspaper
Yeah,
about
Yeah.
somebody to the western was working with
Bay,
them. Booth-
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, they're doing a little grappling there. We are doing diving. We figure that if we can pick something up off the bottom without dragging the bottom, we're not damaging the bottom. We're just, it's a cherry picking kind of thing.
Right.
And I prefer to do it that way. They're dragging, they're grappling, they're getting traps, but we've taken 5,000 traps out of Booth Bay Harbor in the last 5 years, so, with divers. So it's
And how many did you tell me that you got from the backside of the breakwater or around the
Oh,
breakwater?
we only took a handful out of the out of the back of the breakwater in Rockland, but, I told my divers to go down, do a survey, and, let me know if you've got traps down there, and I'll send you down a hook. Well, they went down, and it didn't take them 10 seconds to get to bottom, and they started pulling on the line immediately, because there are traps everywhere there. And they're stacked on top
I'm
of
sure they
each
get
other.
pushed right out. I'm sure they get pushed
They're
out.
pushed right
Yeah.
up, but on the backside of the breakwater, they're the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've got photos, and it'll be in the documentary, and the little video that we're doing. But, there are traps right out here that are sitting on top of each other. Fishing trap on top of a dead trap.
Oh, yeah.
And there's,
Yeah, and around the Folly Ledge, between Folly Ledge and Green Ledge, if I've lost traps there and tried to tow them back, and
yeah,
I can't put the drag down without catching something.
right,
It's impossible.
yeah. Well, let me know where that is, and we'll go there next.
And how do you, oh, I'm sorry, Tom.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
How do you plan to educate people, and to not cut traps off because they're old?
How do we plan, it's just, if we can take the traps here on shore, and we can process all those, and people understand that there's a way to get rid of those
Right.
traps, hopefully they won't leave them out there, and, they'll bring them in and give them to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're not charging, we're actually giving a $2 donation or a $2 write-off for every trap given to us. We can take the bricks out, we can, justify those $2. And, so if you do itemize your taxes, you can write write off $2 a trap. And it's not much, but it's a little bit.
Right.
It's better than
It's an
$2.
incentive to bring them
It's
in.
better than paying $2 to take them to the dump. Yeah.
And also, you are gonna collect from the transfer station?
We can do that, yeah, if that's,
I think it's a good idea. Then we don't have to pay to
yeah.
truck them out of there.
Right, right, and then we don't, we can take them ashore, and make it a little easier on the, on the
So would
whole
that be
system.
something that he should talk to Kenneth about, or,
Sure.
yeah?
Okay. And also, we are gonna offer dive, education here, so if there are any people that wanna learn how to dive, we can bring our whole system out. We've got gear, we've got suits, we've got tanks, we've got 2 divers that, dive instructors that, come with us. One is, the managing diver down in Antarctica. He manages all the diving that goes on around Antarctica, so he's a very capable, individual.
Pretty familiar with cold water.
He's, he's got a pretty good handle on it. And then, we've trained over 300 students to dive. So if that's something that the town is interested in, we'd be happy to talk to people about, teaching and certifying people. Yeah.
Very good,
I
thank
could go
you.
on and on, but
I know, well,
there.
we had a nice chat the other day and very informative, and I appreciated that, so thank
I
you.
appreciate it too, and again, I apologize for not getting you that
No,
video.
It's okay.
It's all right, you'll get it here eventually. I think it will be, it's quite eye-opening when you see underwater what, how the traps look underwater.
I bet, yeah.
It's-
Yeah,
It's just quite something, so, yeah. All right, anything further? Are you good?
and not unless you have any questions,
Eric, you gonna sign up for dive school?
I've made it 40 years without doing it. Hopefully I'll-
I'm surprised your dad hasn't talked you into it.
I know.
That's what he was talking about. He made it 40 years without getting his
Following
father for it.
his father's, I'm sorry?
should I let you have the rest of the evening?
You
Well, you
can
can stay
stay
if you
and
want.
visit and listen if you'd like, or you can leave.
I'll
It's
stay and
entirely up to
In
you.
case you have some more questions later.
I will be
Okay,
reaching out in the spring,
Wonderful.
definitely, and you can
And-
get down the driveway in the snow.
do you have, business cards with you
I have
tonight?
them right out in the truck, yeah.
Okay, so
I'll bring some.
Leslie can,
Yeah,
yeah, all right, great.
great.
Yeah.
Everybody all set? Peyton, do you have anything? Okay, all right, well, thank you, Buzz. And speaking of diving, we'll move to 10B, aquaculture leases. Peter Gasparini.
I'll obviously abstain from any discussion on this.
Okay.
Just approve it. Same time here.
Well, I certainly have no objection, so.
No, I don't either, I think it's great.
I don't either.
So I make a motion that we sign the aquaculture leases, from Peter Gasparini.
Second?
Should I have a,
All in favor?
or is it,
What's that?
That's fine, that's
I
fine.
didn't know if there was a spot to sign or if it's harbor master or,
He signed something, Jimmy
Yeah.
did. Signed the applications, right, Marjorie?
There's another conflict of interest, deputy harbor master making the harbor master sign.
That's true. Now that you say it that way.
I only made copies of the first. Here, hold it. Is there one on each? Yeah. Okay.
He's that agenda.
Looks like it's just signature of one municipal official, so I guess that's you.
Okay. Do you want me to put in my email address, or do you want to fill out the rest of it?
I can fill it out.
Okay.
I can handle that.
Just that one, right? Thank you. All set?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, moving on to 11, report of town manager.
To me already?
Yes, we zipped right along here.
I gave you a budget report. I don't see any problems. There was one line that was over a little bit, but it was just under the assessor, and that was the Trio software fees. But I don't see any problems in any of the other departments. We should be at about 58.3%. This is through the end of January. I don't know if you had a chance to look at it and have any questions.
Are we over on ambulance equipment for a reason?
Sorry, let me see.
Ambulance equipment. Oh, do you mean fire department?
No,
I don't see where you are.
right here, right there.
Oh, over.
Over.
It's not over, but
But
it's,
it's, she said 59 point whatever, and this one
Oh,
is
okay.
89.7.
this here, that's what she said.
Well, both of our ambulances are aging, so
Yeah,
we
that
did
makes
put
sense.
more in the budget for the 26-27 budget year based on what we're seeing. So
Right.
we are seeing more expenses to keep those old ambulances, but we do have that new one on
I
order.
was just gonna say, when are we expecting the new one?
I'm sorry, is it next year that, yeah,
Can't remember.
it was a 3-year lead time when we ordered it.
And Ryan was here when that happened.
Yeah. So maybe
next
it's this
year?
year. I can go get that
I
information.
think
if you-
he's been
This is year 2, right?
in the fall. Yeah.
Well, we'll be discussing that
Did-
Thursday.
Thursday,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you feel comfortable that if another unexpected repair comes up, that you just have to have it done because you need the ambulance, that you'll have room somewhere on another line?
Oh, we have
Yeah.
that reserve
Yeah,
fund.
you have enough.
We have a lot of money in reserve if we need to pull it in from there, yeah.
Peyton, did you have a question? Sorry, is that, okay. Thought I saw you.
Well, certainly if you have a chance to look at it and see some of this, and you have a question, please ask.
These are on for Thursday, right?
I don't know what the budget committee's gonna look at tomorrow evening, but we had the list from the other night, of what's left.
Right.
So whatever the budget committee does tomorrow afternoon, we'll follow up on Thursday at 4 o'clock, correct?
Yeah, and Mark Candage will be at the budget meeting tomorrow. That's with the budget committee,
Okay,
tomorrow at 4.
alrighty.
Sorry. So, there are a couple of things coming up where we may need to have a special town meeting. The first thing is, has to do with the downtown project and the water district. The water district is trying to borrow money from the Maine Bond Bank for, the project, and they're running into a little bit of, trouble with, the bond bank is not gonna approve the loan unless the town, I'm trying to think of the term. What we need is a debt assumption agreement. In other words, the town needs to state and get approved at town meeting that if the water district isn't able to pay that loan back, that the town will cover it.
Basically co-sign.
It's exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So I'm working with our attorney and with the attorney at the Maine Bond Bank. What I need is the actual debt assumption agreement and the wording of an article to go to town meeting. I've certainly done a lot of different kinds of loans, but I've never done anything like this. So I'm working with our attorney and with the Maine Bond Bank to come up with the specific wording. We want to do this sooner rather than later because, we're beginning construction in this project. So I may ask you, for instance, to meet next week on an emergency basis if I do get the warrant together and I need to get it signed. So, but I will keep you posted on that. The other article that will be in that special town meeting warrant, if you approve it, is that the wastewater department, the town's wastewater department, we've been asked to install something called a SCADA system. It's called a treatment plant, SCADA system, and collection pump station radio telemetry additions. What my interpretation of what it is it's equipment so that the pump stations can talk to the treatment plant. In other words, if something's happening at the pump station, if it's not pumping, if there's something malfunctioning, then this equipment will notify us and notify our people at the treatment plant that something's wrong. And this is a requirement from DEP. So it's something that I can't really say, or we can't really say no to. But the cost of it is $120,690. When I met with the sewer commissioners, they really didn't want to raise rates in order to, raise the money through user fees. So the decision was to borrow it. But in order to get a loan for our enterprise fund, which the wastewater department, which is it's a business. It's not a governmental fund, it's a business fund. And if we borrow it specifically for that, I'm not explaining this very well, am I? The rates are going to be higher if we say, oh, this is going to be funded by user fees. Now, we fully intend to put this debt service through the wastewater department, but we'd like to get it approved as a general fund bond because the rates are much cheaper. I think we all understand that we want to save money. I mean, I would rather have it be a general obligation bond, knowing that it will be funded through the wastewater department and through the user fees, but I would rather get it approved as a general obligation bond because the rates are much cheaper. Does that,
Yeah.
is that,
How's logistically that work with paying the bond back?
it will be paid back,
By user fees, but I assume by user fees from the wastewater, but the town's gonna assume the debt, and then the wastewater commission is gonna pay the town?
oh,
The wastewater is.
no, it'll be on the wastewater department balance sheet.
Gotcha, okay, yep, I gotcha.
But again, if the wastewater department somehow didn't have enough money to pay
Right.
that debt service, it would have to,
Come out
the
of
town
general.
would have to cover it, you know?
Yes.
So, that's simply a matter of, I can get a better rate if we do it that way. So those are two things that, I'm working on. I don't have anything to approve at this meeting, but I wanted to let you know that it was in the pipeline. And if I get, the wording of the articles prepared, I may ask you to meet and look at the warrant articles and approve a special town meeting. The debt assumption agreement for the water district is quite time sensitive, so I just wanted you to know that I'm working on that. Anybody have any questions about that? Cool. I have shifting gears a little bit, we have a planning commission meeting tomorrow. We'll be talking about some amendments to the land use ordinance that are mandatory due to some legislative action, LD 1849, that is passed. But there is some grant funding available. It's called Housing Opportunity Program Municipal Ordinance Development Grants. And the state is offering these grants because they realize that there's been a lot of legislation recently about housing and mandatory amendments to land use ordinances, and all the towns are having to scramble to get these changes into their land use ordinances. So that's another thing that I'll be working on to try to apply for this funding. And Dan DeBoard, who, I don't know if I think you've all met him, from
Yeah, he was here.
Mid-Coast Council of Governments. He will be at the Planning Commission meeting, and he will help us with that grant application. So I wanted to let you know about that. So when I get the application ready, I'm gonna probably ask you to approve that application. That's up to $15,000, and then, I'm assuming that it would be for the, MCOG to assist us with the development of these, amendments. All right, so I'm working on that. Some good news, we had some, restitution from somebody that we went after for stealing our signs. We got $450 from the district attorney's office this week.
Woohoo!
That's something new that I'd never happened in my career. We also got $10,000 from the Carnegie Foundation. As you know, our library is a historic Carnegie library, and we received an additional $10,000 grant from them for the library. That was received this week.
Nice.
The sheriff's the deputy contract. I heard this week that Amber Christie is back as the county administrator, and I had been working with this interim county administrator, Mike Schultz, and things seem to be moving along quite well, but now it seems like I'm back to square one, because I have to go back and start working with somebody new again. I'm a little confused about who is in charge there. I haven't had a lot of luck getting in touch with this Amber Christie, who apparently is again the county administrator. She was there, and then I believe she took a leave of absence for some personal reasons, and now she is back. So I'm still working on that. We haven't had a contract since the end of December. I know that they have some issues with their budget process because they don't have enough people on their budget committee, and they've gone to the legislature to try to get all of that worked out so that they can complete their budget. That was a long-winded report.
You got a lot on your plate.
You're busy.
It is busy. So I'm just hoping that if things, oh, I have one more thing. If things come around, that I can get you together next week for a special meeting.
Maybe on Thursday.
And then in my efforts to call around to get rates on the loan for the $120,000 to do the project for the wastewater department, I started looking at, we use 3 different banks now. We have Camden National, Machias Savings, and the First. And I was looking at the different rates that they're all paying us. We're doing really well with that $1 million that we was offered by the First at 3.73%. So that was a couple of months ago, and we've already earned $6,000 on that amount of money. So that's worked out well. But I noticed that Camden and Machias were giving us a better rate than the First. So I went back to the First and said, hey, you know, what about this? Because they've got most of our money. And they did increase from 2.89 to 3.35 for our largest accounts, and offered to do some CDs at 3.5 for 5 months. But as we all know, in May, the Fed chairman he's retiring, right? And there will be a new appointee. So I'm not sure where the interest rates will go later on this year. So I'm trying to earn as much money now because I'm not sure the interest rates will even stay at around 3%. So that's, you know, good news, bad news.
All right, those percentages.
I think that's all I have.
Are you
Marjorie-
sure?
Marjorie, can
Yeah. Yes.
can we just bring up the net factory potential assessment?
Oh, sure. I don't have that information with me. Do you want to go?
Yeah, sure. I just wanted to bring this to the board. So the last time we talked about the net factory, there was approval by the board to explore essentially taking the uses that the community had indicated they wanted to see at the net factory site and sort of saying, okay, these are important uses that the community would like to, see happen. Is the net factory site the best place? What about some of the other town-owned properties? Does it make sense to kind of assess the properties against the uses? So Margie and I have kind of been working on a scope of work for that. And so I think the way we left it with you all was that we would explore what that looked like and then bring something back to you for approval to see if that was something the town wanted to move forward with. So we're putting together a scope of work and a budget. We won't have it till the next board meeting, so we'll get it to you before the next board meeting. And the idea is that we could apply for a grant that would cover 50% of the cost. It might be potential by working on the budget a certain way, depending on how much it will cost to hire a consultant, that in-kind costs could possibly cover the other 50%, meaning what the town already pays for my services. And then if we have other volunteer services like committee members and, if there's additional folks that are putting in time. So there is that possibility. But anyway, I just wanted to flag it because we'll get you the information before the next meeting. But the reason why we would have to have a sort of go, no-go decision to move forward with the idea is that February 27th is the deadline to submit a pre-application for the grant. So at the meeting, we would like be requesting, if you approved of the scope, we would be requesting a motion to move forward with submitting the pre-application for the grant. So I'm just flagging it, and we'll bring, I'll send a memo with the details and the proposal before the next meeting.
And the next regular meeting is February 24th. Okay. Is that it, Gabe?
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Alrighty. Marge, are you done? Did you say? I didn't mean it to sound that way.
Wow.
Are you done yet?
I didn't mean it to
Yes,
sound that way.
thank you.
Yes, I did. Thank you very much for your report. Number 12, report of members. Leslie? Eric shook his head.
Totally, I thought you totally skipped him.
No, I've already looked at him.
Good to
He's
be
shaking
back,
his
good to be
head.
back.
I am good.
Okay.
Probably get you
Peyton
guys
Warren?
back into shape.
I'm good.
Okay, thank you. So, we'll do a poll ad and say 13.
Second.
So do we have a budget meeting on Thursday, correct?
Yeah, 4 o'clock.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So a motion to adjourn,
I second.
all in favor? Okay, great. Thank you, everybody.
See you, Peyton. Bye, Gabe.
Bye, thank you.
Bye, Peyton.
There you go.